Hello everybody, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to a game called Enderal Forgotten Stories. If you're not familiar, Enderal is actually a total conversion mod for Elder Scrolls Skyrim. And if you don't know what that means, imagine that Elder Scrolls Skyrim is one game and they stripped all the meat off of it, left it down to the skeleton, and then they built Enderal over that skeleton. So it's a completely unique game. It's a big open world RPG set in a dark fantasy environment that focuses heavily on lore, storytelling, and realistic characters. So we're going to get to explore a big, vast open world, learn a whole new set of lore, meet characters, and go on this kind of dark fantasy journey that's supposed to be really good storytelling from what I hear. And I've been excited to play this game for quite some time now. So I'm not going to say anything else. It's going to be a blind playthrough. I've only played about 5 minutes of it just to get some settings dialed in and to check out the controls. So we're going to dive right in and hopefully have a bunch of fun. Here we go. Alright, so we just kind of get dropped right in here. And this first part is a part that I've already kind of explored a little bit. I have to talk to Daddy. He wants to tell me something important. That's the quest we have right now. So we're pretty short, and I'm just assuming that we are a child right now. We can't go into third-person perspective. So traditionally Skyrim game, or Elder Scrolls games, like Skyrim, are played in first person. We're going to have the option later to zoom out to a third person view, and we'll kind of go back and forth until we decide what we like best. Hello, horsey. You're actually eye tracking us. That's a little weird. Oh, there you go, buddy. Shake it off. Let's just give a look around the area and see what we can find out. And if you're new to the channel, I'm going to read all the lore items that we find, and I just want to get really immersed in the story and in the world. That's what I'm in it for when it comes to RPGs. Meat is life. Even the Ash people who were populating this world before us knew that. Each time they killed an enemy in battle, they tore out the liver and heart of the fallen and ate them together with their family. By doing so, just as everyone knows, the strength of the beaten enemies passed on. But as we are living in a time in which eating fellows is nonsensically seen as barbaric, we, the friends of the bloody meat, have to settle for animal sources. Okay, I mean right away that's pretty creepy. Even the Ash people who were populating this world before us, that's important. I feel like I almost want to have a notebook where I'm writing some things down about the lore. So this is about a people who would eat other humans, and by doing so they believe that they gained their strength. But of course in this nonsensically civil society, we now have to settle for eating animals. Okay, well, that's the tone that we're setting here. Look at how this used to be like some kind of shed, but now it's burned out. It hasn't been repaired. I don't know if this horse is just supposed to be running free, if that's normal or what. Harvest some stuff. Luke Garricus headed to inventory. I doubt we're going to keep any of the stuff that we gather in this little sequence. And this being the first episode, guys, I'd love to know how you found the channel, whether it was through search or something that came up on your homepage. And also let me know about the audio settings, both my own and the in-game stuff. What needs to be louder, what needs to be quieter. And anything that I can do to improve the experience for you guys, I really want to know. So leave it in the comments below. I'd really appreciate the feedback. I feel like I want to explore like all the nooks and crannies. We can barely see because we are clearly a child, so the bushes are just like blocking our line of sight to everything. I wonder how far it's gonna let us range off track before it reels us in. Like, how far can we go? Ooh, what's this over here? Look at these strange... They're almost obelisks, but they're statues, at least this one. And then we have a little statue over here of some kind of angelic figure. We're definitely checking this out. Sufficiently creepy. Scribbled note. O Lord, O Maker, I can hear you calling. I feel your love. I know about your sacrifice. Without you, I am nothing. A twig on the currents of time. A sheep without shepherd. Free me from my vices and forgive me my trespasses. Forgive too my wife and child. Deliver me from my pains, and bless us with your everlasting mercy. This has the strange, unsettling vibe of a suicide note. I don't know why we'd want to take that with us, but I guess we're going to. Everything we kind of find is bad. We found a book about a cult of people who eats humans, cannibals, and now we find this apparent suicide note or something. Just a normal tree stump, nothing to see here. Game's pretty beautiful. I mean, it's built on Elder Scrolls Skyrim, which is a pretty old game, but the mod is a total overlay, so I'm sure they've done things to improve the graphical quality. I don't know if I have my settings dialed in where I really want them to for recording, but I think it looks okay for right now. You guys let me know. Okay, well, this must be Daddy. Yeah. I'll point out he's chopping wood, but there's blood on that stump. And I haven't chopped a lot of wood in my life. I have chopped some, and I've never chopped wood that has, like, gushed blood, so... Getting a bad feeling about Daddy. Listen to the music. I hope it's loud enough for you guys to hear. If not, it needs to go up. I don't know if I want to talk to Daddy. I just want to look at mushrooms and flowers. Alright, here we go.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming.
So, how did it go?
Did you find it?
We found a couple of things. Where is this place? Well, I was assuming this place was a home. Oh, that blood, guys.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh well, who knows. Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today.
Ooh, the audio is
and sent a
really
big
good.
fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
Send a big fat elk right in front of your bow as opposed to a big fat human? I have... Okay, well, where's our journal at? Do we have a journal at this point? Journal, this is your journal. You gotta hit J. Here you can view your quests and statistics and change the system settings. Under quest you may mark tasks. Then their quest targets will be shown on the map if there are any for that quest. Under statistics you can track your previous steps. Under system you can find settings for gameplay, display, and controls. Okay, so like Jay gets us into everything. I have to talk with Daddy, he wants to tell me something important. We did that. That's completed. General stats. Okay, this is cool. I don't know what this is about. Quests. We've completed one quest. Magic. Oh, this is cool. You have favorite spells. Spells are... Alright, we'll get into this stuff later. Is Daddy done talking? Yeah, he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. I guess we're supposed to go inside. Clearly, we're living here as a family. Here's some woman's garments. Alright, here we go. Tomatoes. Well, we can find tomatoes. R is take all. Let's just take everything. I'm probably going to be grabbing everything. I won't do it here because Oh, a knife. That actually might be useful. Just in case any shit goes down in here. We've seen too much blood. Okay. Creepy, laughing, ethereal children. I haven't gotten this far. So. Wine, I might need that myself if this keeps up. Let's see, anything. I want this cleaver to protect myself from ghosts. Okay, well there's an elk there. He wasn't lying about the elk. Trapdoor requires key. Oh shit. Is there a key in here somewhere? How long do I look for this key? Empty wine bottle. There's already some meat here at the table. I don't know why there's still like the dead deer laying over there, but I don't know how to live in a cabin in the woods. This might be how you do it. I would probably do it outside on a paved, covered area. But this dude just does it inside, so I don't know. Different times, I guess. Dresser. We found some Enderal and pennies, so money. Garnet. Gold ingots. We're rolling. A ruby? Heck yeah, guys. But we didn't find a key. So that's a little unfortunate. They're not different drawers, are there? It calls it a dresser, but it's clearly... Is this a dresser? Do they keep all their stuff on shelves in pots? That's pretty cool. Like how we might use storage boxes instead. They use these ceramic pots because they don't have a local IKEA. All right. Can we go up these stairs without the key? No. No other staircases. No other ways up. Silver urn. Yeah, we'll just put that in our backpack. We're a child and we're like looting our own house. Ooh, it got dark. I didn't know if time was passing here or not. It certainly is. Oh, hello, chicken. This dude is just still out here going at it like, how much wood do you have, man? I'm kind of doubting the key would be anywhere outside. But I'm not sure. Is there just like a fire burning back there? Do we know about this fire? I'm probably getting way too caught up in an area of the game that is completely unimportant. Wait. What the shit? I could have swore that we saw a fire burning back here. Am I totally wrong? Okay. Okay. Oh shit. This is not good. These are people. And as far as I could tell, only us and Daddy live here. Oh no. Is this supposed to be a kid or something? Shit. Okay. Yeah. No. No, 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 no. We shouldn't have investigated. Please tell me I don't have to loot these guys for the key. After seeing this, I don't know that I want to see what's upstairs anyway. And I'm not seeing a key anywhere around these unfortunate souls, so... Okay. Wow. Very dark. Kids, look away. Shit is getting dark. I was hoping we could, like... climb up this, pull like a bran and like fall off and break our necks or something. It doesn't look like it's gonna let me scale this stuff. We're just a little bit too short. We're like hobbit sized, obviously. Oh, we can't climb the ladder either. And I doubt we're going that way. We can't crouch or anything either. We can sprint with the alt key. That's gonna use up stamina. Alright, I'd say we just like we move on. I don't see us getting into any of this. If we hold down shift, we kind of stealth or creep along. Okay. Yeah, let's go back. Gonna have to adjust the mouse sensitivities a little too low. Stamina low. Your stamina is low. Power attacks and jumping drain your stamina. When you are walking instead of running, your stamina regenerates faster. You can recover stamina with potions or spells. Got it. I'll leave the tutorials on for you guys who haven't really played any Elder Scrolls. I haven't played much Elder Scrolls myself. I played Skyrim a little bit when it came out a long time ago. And I played a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online, which was a lot of fun. So I'll leave the tutorials on. Alright, Daddy. Let's see what happens because I think we're giving up on this key for now. You guys tell me if you know where the key is. I'd love to know. It's probably somewhere really easy and attainable. Oh, see, this requires key too. Damn. That's really unfortunate that we're probably not gonna find. We cannot sit. Ooh, what is all this? We're missing so many things anyway. Who doesn't know that? You are looking forward to a nice crispy piece of meat after a hard day of work, but your useless child, who you instructed to cook it, gives you a charred something instead. You castigate, what is that word? Castigate them? But the problem stays the same. You are hungry, which means that there is no other way than doing it yourself. Walk to the fireplace, cut out a big bloody chunk of the animal, and throw it into the kettle, and lo and behold, slowly the pleasant smell of burned life reaches your nostrils. Is there anything better than that? I don't think so. Okay, we can't turn any pages here. This is creepy that this is just hanging out in our house. We've already read this one, so these are our father's books. And he has lots of the same ones. Weirdly, leather strips. Boy, did I want to find that key over here. Instead, we've got copies upon copies. I guess no one really wants. No one wants these books. Oh, lovely! Just a heart in a jar. Who doesn't keep hearts in jars? Savory meat pies. 2 pounds of minced meat, 1 jar of flour, a handful of bruised garlic, a hand of ground whisperweed, half a jar of meat broth, a pinch of sugar. Okay, nothing has, like, outwardly mentioned humans yet. So that's cool. We could take some shoes. If you want to piss somebody off, like, really bad, take all of their shoes and leave them at their house. And then they'll realize they have no shoes, and they can't even come after you for their shoes, and they can't even go get new shoes. Try it. Oh no. I can't move. We can't move at all. We can move our camera.
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then. Let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we?
But what about Mommy and Sister?
What? Now would you look at that? I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember?
Oh, we got that idea.
You murdered them back then. Both of them. But hey, no use crying over spilled milk, right? At least this means there's more meat for the two of us.
What?
You still remember how to do this, right?
No.
First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly. Then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime, to cut off the head.
Oh, good.
I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
No. We didn't kill anybody. We only, look at this, it's the same choice.
Oh, silly, what's this again?
It was the masked men.
We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all.
It was the cannibals.
First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh.
Holy shit.
And, oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again?
No.
You know how sad it makes me when you do this.
No,
you
no,
killed
no, no,
them,
no.
period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
No. No, 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 no. I don't know.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies?
Isn't it enough that you murdered us?
We're
Do you
having
really have to
some
bother
kind
me
of
over and over with
nightmare
your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining?
flashback. Oh shit.
You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have made me just a little less merciful.
We got really
Just
loud.
a little less pious. Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does,
Still can't move.
I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
What in the actual... Completed. A nice day in summer. Excuse me, but no. No.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most, to be ruled over with an ironclad but fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny. The loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today, shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, clockwork, having long stood still. Its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
Okay, firstly, that's a lot to take in.
Hey, quiet, damn it. You wanna wake up the entire ship or what?
Secondly, weird volume issues. So it got really loud there.
Sorry, that was a bit harsh.
We're fine now.
I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it?
Serious? Yeah, it was that dream where our father goes insane and everything's on fire and it's the best day of summer ever and very disturbing. So where are we? We are in a world that is past its golden age. It was united under these immortal, powerful entities, but then fell to strife and warfare, and now it's like fragmented, and basically I'm getting the idea that the world is kind of a shithole right now. So here's Sirius, our companion in the
Seriously,
underdeck
if we
of a
had
ship.
a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and, well, not like this.
Starship?
Some things never change, I guess. Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
We obviously blame ourselves for it to some degree. I don't know, maybe. But even if I do, what difference does it make?
None. You're right. But who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing. Only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
Let's see, blind passengers, that mean we're a stowaway. It's not our fault that the ship is so poorly guarded. We couldn't have afforded the passage fee anyway. Let's see. Me too. But we're going to pay our debt as soon as we have earned some money over there. Yeah, let's go with this one. If we're stowing away and we can pay our debt somehow, I'd like to do that.
We're talking about 500 pennies here. Even if we're able to find a job over there, we will still need the money for ourselves. Don't fool yourself.
Alright.
What we're doing here is theft. Unfortunately.
Oh, well, okay.
But anyway,
I didn't
what's
know.
done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
I have no idea. Oh, character creation. Look at that. Okay. Is our only... Okay, I'll say is our only thing here to play a dude? What if we change it up and play as a woman? How would that go? Because I think typically you play these games as a dude. Well, at least I do, you know, being a dude. And maybe it would be just a change of perspective. Might be interesting to see how different characters interact with a female main hero. What do we got here? Oh, this is interesting. Half Eterna. Native to the swampy continent, Miar Aranath, the destruction of the land caused by decades of war forced many Eterna to escape to other countries where various destinies awaited them. Some pursued and disregarded them because of their innate magic talents, some revered them for it. Many Eterna can earn their life as traveling minstrels. Half Eternans start with a bonus for elementalism, entropy, mana, and enchanting. So if we wanted to go with a caster, go with something like a half Eterna. Half Arizelian. Originating in the barren and steppe-like continent Arizel, the Arizelan are divided people. While the nomadic natives in the steppes maintain their pantheistic traditions, the coastal inhabitants regard them as primitive and struggle for recognition as a fully fledged part of the civilized world. Half Kalinian. As a secluded people, the inhabitants of the Belt of Kyle are said to have a reclusive mind. Kylians are deemed as blessed businessmen, a rumor that can be ascribed to the Blue Island Coalition, which is Vine's biggest trading company and is located in Kile. We're going to get this pronunciation at one point, among other things. Half-Killians start with a bonus to rhetorics, carrying capacity, sleight of hand, and marksman. So maybe if we were playing like a rogue build, this would give us some bonuses. Half-Kuranian. Kuranians originate from the namesake desert continent, which is said to be both barren and inhospitable. At the same time, it is also known as cradle of science, mysticism, and culture. While many foreign countries admire Kira for its advanced culture, they are often deemed as heretical and immoral, especially on religious continents like Enderal. Very interesting. So whatever we pick, we kind of have to keep in mind the eventual class we want to play as well. And so that's something. I much prefer the female elf-ish character What do we got for some presets? And then we could get into some customization from one of the presets maybe. Various skin colors. You can't really tell that much of a difference. We could toggle around with weight, which just like increases our shoulder and muscle mass, it seems like. And that's really the only things we can do with body customization. Let's get rid of the tattoos so we see what we're working with. Alright, so they have very pointed features, very elfish. We can do different things with the complexion to indicate age. I won't spend too long in here, but if you want to skip ahead, now would be a time to consider that if you're not into seeing different character customization options. Dirt. Let's just like forego the dirt and pretend like we live in a world where there's no dirt going on. Even though that's obviously not the case. Nose types. That looks fine. We could probably get into all kinds of like strange like jaw width, jaw height, etc., etc. Like I don't want to mess with this stuff too much, I don't think. You can see what it does. It makes very minimal change to the overall features. Yeah, this goes pretty deep. Weird, weird eye shapes, some of them. We'll go with more of a human look if we could. Although we might do something cool with the eyes. Potentially. What is eye tint? Oh, like underneath shadowing, I guess? I don't know. I think we're doing okay. Usually if I mess around too much with the character creator, I create like a crazy looking mutant. But I feel like we're doing fine. Seeing as how we're working with like a non-human-esque class. Hair is definitely going to be necessary. Is that as dark as we can get? Let's take a look at some of the options. They have quite an array of options. I don't know how many of these come from just original Skyrim and how many they've created, if this is just like since it's a total overhaul, if they made all of these uniquely or what. But it is pretty impressive. I feel like that might be good. Alright, I think I'm actually happy with that. Name. Can we, finish and name your character? Yes. I'd love to do that. Let's continue. Alright, here we go.
An Eterna, right. She was one of the last of her kind to leave Maya Aranath, wasn't she? Ironic. Seems some parents pass on their fates to their children. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so.
Yeah, you
It's
do
your
that,
turn
buddy.
To stand. Wait,
Oh shit.
you hear that?
No.
Shit. Someone's coming.
Women nowadays just don't want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old days, back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway,
Wow.
enough of the chit-chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here?
The key. They want
lamp.
the key.
Quickly, put out the lamp. Good. Now, quiet.
Ah, here we go. Man, smells like 40 years balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the crest of the Blue Island Coalition on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
We're gonna get caught. And
Okay.
we don't seem to have any weapons. Not a great idea.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one.
That sounds perfect.
Go.
I can't really move.
Wait. Someone's there.
Throw him to the face! Come on, dodge! You can do it!
Dodge. I don't even know how to do anything. Am I like... I feel like I'm like crouched down and I don't want to be. There we go. Oh, here we go. This is a view that makes more sense to me. I don't know how the hell we would dodge. We could jump around like an idiot. There we go. Just punch the shit out of him. Look how tall we are.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. Oh, what in blazes are we going to do now?
I don't know. It was your idea to go punch the crap out of them. Let's kill them. It's safer that way. Maybe we should turn ourselves in. Let's tie them up and gag them. When we arrive, we sneak out. Yeah.
Yes,
Let's do that.
yes, of course. That makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on. Help me search. There must be a rope or something. And I thought we were over the hump when we made it on board. It just can't ever be easy, can it?
What if we can like put our fists away? There we go. We can hit R. R will bring out our weapons. We don't need our fist up. Oh, see, we can go into third person now. And, well, here we are. And so we can play either way. I think traditionally people play Elder Scrolls games in first person. And I don't know if we even have the ability to lock on to those guys, so it might end up being better to fight in first person, but maybe we do some of our exploration in third person. We'll see how it goes, because I think I want to learn some magic on this character. So we'll see. I'm going to search everything starting now, because I'm assuming we're going to maybe keep what we get. And some of these areas are just going to be easier to navigate in first person. We can't turn the lantern back on. Alright, so objectives are to find a rope and incapacitate. I thought we had seen a rope. This is not, this is a chain. Apparently a chain is not going to cut it. Do we not have a key? Did these guys not have the key? I mean, they got in here, didn't they? He's too busy. I think these clothes are probably better. Yeah, like we're actually wearing something now. I'm not too sure like how well we must have wore the old man's clothes, I guess. There we go. That works. I could have swore we could get in there. Oh, we can jump, that's right. We'll take that wine, thank you so much. He still doesn't want to talk to us. And we can't get out of the room, and we are not finding a rope. Lots of other stuff. We can't get out through the hatch, I assume. Is this not a rope right here? Like, I feel like there's adequate rope around if we just want to get imaginative a little bit. Oh, look. It's right here. Somewhere.
Poor lost souls.
Oh, shit.
The probabilities have turned against you.
What the? Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance.
Yeah, a little bit.
But my identity is irrelevant, as are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunate.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. And I believe you.
Right, we were just gonna tie him up.
But sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be.
This dude is
The
toast.
way it has been for eons.
Sorry, Sirius.
I am sorry.
I feel like we're watching an episode of The Walking Dead.
What the? Oh no! No! What are you doing? Please! Please don't leave! We just wanted to...
Okay. Well, I get the bad feeling she like exploded him.
After we had left Ostin, the two of you
Oh, no.
hid in the cargo
We're just-
and lived
we've been
on
turned
our
in.
stocks. Then when Rick and Seaball
She turned
found
us in.
you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic.
That's exactly what happened.
Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice.
I can't look
You've got
around
to
at all.
believe us,
We
the
must
war.
be bound.
We just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes. I
Uh,
think I understand
The
you.
camera sideways. The camera
You wanted to
sideways. It's
start
not
a new
good.
life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, peel potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain.
I don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship.
Shit.
Pull him up. Ruger.
It's gonna be bad, guys. Look away, kids.
Captain, they...
Do it.
Look away.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
But... You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No. I...
He's gone.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine.
The blood splatter on our
Tie
face.
her and her comrade together and feed them to the fish.
Lovely.
Good luck in your new life, friend.
We're off to a good start, guys.
Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway?
So many people just talk, and
How
never...
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm doing.
It's just... There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again,
This just isn't happening.
what is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
We gotta figure out the cutscene volume. Didn't see a setting for that, but it's off the chain. But yeah, okay, that was some kind of flash forward of events, it felt like. And what? Where am I? Yeah, no shit. Well, we were tossed into the sea, and now we have ended up in a mysterious place full of weird obelisk, rune-covered statues, and a wormhole in the sky that looks like it leads to Asgard. Leave the world in between by meditating with Y. Oh shit, I didn't... Well, we've left the world in between, guys. We didn't get to explore any of the obelisks because I've hit buttons. We'll never know what the world in between is. I'm sure we'll be back. It started with the dreams. We feel dizzy. Find a way to reach inland. Alright, I think this is going to be a good place to take a little bit of a break. I have a lot to consider when it comes to the story. It feels amazing so far. I love the writing. The voice acting is top notch. For something that's built on the skeleton of a very old game, the graphics and characters are beautiful. And so I'm really digging this. I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any feedback would really be welcome. And as always, I really appreciate the support, guys. Thanks for being here with me today. Take care and wish me luck.